I believe homelessness is solvable because it has to be. Everyone should be in housing, everyone should be safe, and everyone should have a place that they call their own.
We have seen those reductions in homelessness by removing barriers, cutting out some of that red tape that we put in ourselves over the years, just in some of the processes and policies and how much time it can take.
Our community achieved functional zero for veterans in 2015, and we achieved functional zero for chronically homeless in 2017. We have been working very hard to try to sustain those numbers over all these years.
I think I'm proud most of how they've been able to come together and create this dynamic team. It wasn't always like this, but because of the right people, the right partnerships, the right collaborations, we're there now.
What I'm most proud of is housing so many people and also building a community that has a shared vision that we all believe we can end homelessness. And we all believe we're moving in the right direction. We've been able to reduce our chronic homeless and veteran homelessness list considerably. We've housed almost 500 people, and about 95% of those folks are still housed. And I think a lot of that is learning together and then seeing communities that are just ahead of us and seeing they've accomplished that.
Over the last 4 years, we've reduced by almost 50% in veteran homelessness, and I think that's huge. So that's since the time, kind of following some of the principles that Built for Zero has laid out and walked through with us. Having quality data and just pushing ourselves to think about how to use that data.
Data has been the thing that has helped us see the picture more clearly than we had before. We can actually see the turns and the twists and the moves. It helps us identify what needs to be done, what's not working, where do we need to shift, to change.
The By Name list is a great tool in addressing homelessness because it helps to see who we're talking about. It puts faces and names to numbers. Each one of those numbers is attached to a human person. Everything that we do impacts that person.
I'm most proud of the moments when we come together with all of our partners and we're reading through our by name list and we're talking about people that we know in our community who have experienced the trauma of being outside for such a long time, and we get to finally say they've moved into their apartment or they've moved into their home, they've signed their lease, and all of those partners together celebrate that moment together. We've shown that through the data that we've gathered through Built for Zero. We've shown that by demonstrating that functional zero is achievable.
I believe that we are so talented, and I'm talking about humans, that our capacity is so great and we could do anything we put our minds to. And even though homelessness is this complex problem, can be solved. All problems can be solved. There isn't a home for everybody. We're gonna connect the two, and we're gonna do this thing.